Hello everyone, today our focus is on the challenge Mongod from 𝒄𝒊𝒔, so let's get to it. Task 1. How many TCP ports are open on the machine? To see this, let's perform an Nmap scan with the switches -S capital V, the switch -P- and the switch -T4. The switch SV tells the service and version, the switch -P- will scan all ports, and the switch T4 will make our scan faster. Now we just need to copy our IP to the terminal and wait a little bit. From our scan we can see that there are two ports open, the 22 and the 27017. That's our answer, 2 ports. Task 2. Which service is running on port 27017 of the remote host? From our Nmap scan we can see that the service is MongoDB and the version is 3.6.8. That's our answer. And let me tell you that, as the name indicates, MongoDB is the database where you can store and manage data. Task 3. What type of database is MongoDB? Choose SQL or NoSQL. The difference between SQL databases and NoSQL databases is that the SQL databases are like organized spreadsheets with columns where you need to specify the type of information that each row contains, and you need to specify what those columns are. NoSQL databases are like notebooks where each page can be something different and you don't need to decide the structure immediately. And MongoDB, as you can see here on this page, is a NoSQL database. So our answer is NoSQL. Task 4. What is the command name for Mongo shell that is installed with the MongoDB client's package? The command is Mongo. Now let's connect to Mongo database by using the command Mongo and our IP address. And as you can see, we could connect to MongoDB. Task 5. What is the command used for listing all the databases present on MongoDB server? No need to include the trailing. Let's run the command help on our terminal and see if we get the answer. And here it is. The command is show DBs. So let's write it on our terminal and see what's the output. Show DBs. And from the output we can see that we have 5 DBs present in MongoDB server. So we just need to set one of them as our current database to make it possible for us to see what's inside that database. I could see all these databases, but the one that is very interesting is the sensitive information database because it can contain our flag. So here in this list of commands that we can use, we can see that to set a database as our current database, we can use the command use and the name of that database. We need to do this because if we want to see the contents, for instance, of the sensitive information DB, we need to set the sensitive information DB as our current database in order to see its contents. So the command is use and the name of our database. Sensitive information. As you can see, we switched to sensitive information database and we are currently inside of this database. Okay, so our answer was show DBs. Then we set the sensitive information as our current DB, and now we are going to answer task 6. What is the command used for listing out the collections in a database? No need to include a trailing. So once again, if you go to this list of commands that we can use, we can see that the command is show collections. So let's insert it. And as you can see, inside of our sensitive information database, we have a collection named flag. So the answer is show collections. Task 7. What is the command used for the dumping the content of all documents within the collection named flag in a format that is easy to read? To see this, once again, we are going to use this list of commands that are possible to use. So we know that we need help with the commands that we can use on our collection called flag. We have this command here, db_find, and this command will list the contents inside of our collection, but be aware that this command will not display the contents of our collection in a format that is easy to read. But let's try it anyway. So what we need to do is db dot, and here where it says my call, you need to replace with the name of the collection that you want to see. Okay, so in our case is flag and dot find. So as you can see, we have access to the flag, but as I said before, this command will not display the contents in a format that is easy to read. So let's search a little more. Okay, here we have the command db.mycall.help, and by using this command we will be requesting help with our collection, and that's what we need, so let's do it. db.flag, don't forget to replace my call with the name of our collection, .help. Okay, here we have a lot of commands. We need to see each command here, but I can tell that from the output we can see that there's nothing here that will display the flag in a format that is easy to read. But we have other command that can help us with it. The command is db.flag.find.help. This command will provide help and information specifically related to how to use find. Remember that find lists the contents of our collection, and this command will simply tell us how to use find, but this time to list the contents in a format that is easy to read. So let's use it. Let me clean the terminal. So db.flag, the name of our collection, .find, help, enter, let's see. Okay, here it is, the rest of the command that will display everything in a pretty way. So the final command will be db.flag, the name of our collection, .find, and remember that find is a method that will list the contents of our collection, .pretty, and this is the method that formats the list that .find gives us and prints it in a pretty way, and you click enter, and here we have our flag, but this time, as you can see, the pretty method printed everything inside of the collection flag, but as a list. Well, that's it guys, we solved our challenge with success. If you liked this video and you could find the answer to your questions here, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. For those who have questions, please leave a comment with your questions in the commentary section down below. Have a nice day and bye bye!